Fellas, what is up? Shout out to the boys for tuning in. Welcome to another episode of the Ball Don't Lie podcast. This is episode 17. We got a banger for you. Shout out to Malik, Anakin. Hey, by the way, Anakin's got a big day tomorrow, in case you guys haven't heard. Coach Walk is always the GOAT. The Dole Spoon. I'll make sure to tune into your stream, brother. Doughboy Steve. Then the fucking Wi-Fi goes bad. All right, Motor City Street Scene in the house. Jay Cruisin'. What is up, my G? Good to see you. Good to see you tuning into the show. We are here. The Celtics are getting their ass kicked. Life is good. 92-51. I guess Jason Tatum is pretty important. I got a fun show. We're doing the top 3 most intriguing / exciting games of every week, weeks 1 through 18 of the upcoming NFL season. It's the off season. You're short of ideas. You got to pull a rabbit out of your hat. Okay, with the subjects. There's not a lot to talk about. So we're doing that. Who's Brian? But boy, oh boy, do we got some news to talk about. Boy, oh boy, do we got news. I've got some thoughts on it. I'm just going to pull it up in a minute. Give me a second. The man, the myth, the legend. Brock Purdy got paid. Hiya! Hiya! Boom. Great day. Oh, I know who you mean. Okay, yeah. I know who you mean, Doughboy. The San Francisco 49ers. The shitty fucking 49ers. That's what the SF stands for. Shitty fuckers. Have extended Brock Turdy, a.k.a. Cock Turdy, a.k.a. Big Cock Brock, Small Cock Brock, whatever you want to call him. Brock Purdy. They paid him $265 million over the course of 5 years, $53 million per year. He is now, I think, the 6th or 7th highest paid QB in the league. Now, look, these are my thoughts. As a Rams fan, I do not like the 49ers. They are kind of like the Packers, the way the Packers are to you guys, the Niners are to me. Just the annoying people who think they're bigger than they are, but haven't done anything in a long time. The Niners haven't done anything in an even longer time. However, I'm going to try my best to be as objective as possible about this. Okay. That's funny, Malik. First of all, shout out Brock Purdy. Get your money. He was making a measly $900,000 a year. He was making $900,000 a year. He was the last pick in the draft, and now he's made absolutely generational wealth. So shout out to Brock Purdy, and I think he's a very good quarterback and a likable guy. However, I'm cool with this. I would rather the Niners pay Brock Purdy a ton of money than start new with a rookie and have him on a rookie contract for 4 years. And Brock Purdy is a good quarterback. He is not a $53 million per year quarterback. And now he is going to, because we already see it with the Niners, they don't have the luxury of having all pros at every position like they used to. So over the next 4 or 5 years, they're going to need Brock Purdy to start to carry the team. And I don't think Brock Purdy is that good of a player. So I could easily see the Niners being stuck in a position where they're going to be competitive and good, but they just don't quite get over that hump because they're paying Brock Purdy. They're paying a good quarterback elite money, and I get it. They didn't really have much of a choice. But hey, I'm cool with this. As a Rams fan, I'm cool. Listen, Sam Darnold, Brock Purdy, and Kyler Murray, they can stay in my division for as long as they want. Keep the elite quarterbacks out of the West. And this just makes Matt Stafford making $40 million a year just look even better. Shout out to Matt for taking less money. QB inflation is stupid. Yeah, Dak making 60. I will say Brock making 53 is better than Dak making 60. And I do think that Jerry Jones deal just looks even more stupid because Jerry thought that, okay, Dak's making 60, so eventually the quarterback market is going to keep going up and up and up. But then Josh Allen takes a pay cut. Brock Purdy takes less. That Dak contract is going to age poorly. But anyways, I'm cool with this. Get your money, Brock. But you see that ring on your finger? That's the only ring you're going to be getting, buddy. You had your chance a couple years ago. And you played well. You played like a good quarterback. You didn't play like a $53 million quarterback. You had your shot. You blew it. Enjoy winning 10, 11 games a year. All right. There are my thoughts on the Brock Purdy news. And what do you guys think? I see Malik is not a fan of. I'm starting to like the idea of a quarterback salary cap. That'll be interesting if like the max is like 65, but then eventually everybody would just everybody would be making the same, like eventually. 49ers 9-win team. Shout out Xavier D, the GOAT as always. I think they're a 9-win team on paper that will win 10 or 11 games because their schedule is soft as hell. Let's go through this Niners schedule, shall we? Okay. The 49ers schedule. Week 1 at Seahawks. They might lose that game. Week 2 at Saints. That's going to be an easy game. Week 3 at home against the Cardinals. Okay. Week 4, home against the Jags. Week 5 at Rams. Then at Bucks. Then at home against the Falcons. Then at Texans. So there's a few tough weeks in there. But then you got the Giants. Then the Rams and Cardinals again. Then a 4-week stretch of the Panthers, Browns, Titans, and Colts. Then the Bears and Seahawks. They do not face a single team from last year that had more than 10 wins. Not a single one. And I'd be cool with all those L's, Xavier. I still fully expect the Rams to sweep them. I do. I think that's going to happen. But look at that. That schedule is so shit. Like, not a single game against a team that won more than 10 games. It's the Texans, Rams, and Bucks. Like, that's it. But, hey, Rams are still winning that division. Anakin giving us the Tigers updates as always. Shout out to Anakin. All right, let's get into the topic of the show. I have done the top 3 most intriguing / exciting games of every week of the NFL season. The schedule has obviously come out, and I've gone through the schedule and I've plucked out 3 games from each week that I'm going to be watching very closely. Some weeks I had to leave some intriguing games off. Some weeks I had to force them in there, pause. But this is what we're rolling with. So we'll go through all 18 weeks. I will show you the games that I believe you should have your eyes out on. Should keep your eyes on. There's a lot of NFC North games in there. But almost every damn NFC North game. Pause culture will never end, Malik. And let me know. I'm going to go through the schedule one by one. I'll go through all the games I didn't have on, and we can talk about maybe if I missed any. But here we are. Top 3 most intriguing games of week 1. Number 1, it's Ravens-Bills. NFL Twitter is going to be set ablaze regardless of the result. Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, both are essentially have been pinned against each other. We're pinning against each other for the whole of last year in the MVP race. One of the more, not really a rivalry, But this could turn into a quarterback rivalry. This has all the brewings of a quarterback rivalry. If it wasn't for Mahomes, these two might both have multiple MVPs. Most people believe that these two are the two best in the league, not named Patrick Mahomes. They get to set the tone week one. And you just know whoever wins this game, we're going to see the real MVP from each fan base. It's going to be a madhouse. And it's just a great game. You got to watch Lamar versus Josh Allen. Man, nothing like it. It's going to be a great Sunday night football game. Vikings Bears, I think, is 2. Not because of the quality of the teams, but just the mystery. The what the hell is going to happen here? You got J.J. McCarthy's first game as a Viking on the road against the Dennis Allen-led defense of the Chicago Bears. And you got the first game of Ben Johnson coaching the Chicago Bears. I wish it was Lions-Bears because that might have challenged the Ravens and Bills for number 1. But J.J. versus Caleb, the Vikings versus Bears. It's Monday Night Football. It's prime time. I can't wait for it. Don't worry, Cruising, you're good. And then, third, Chiefs-Chargers. I thought of Niners-Seahawks. I really did. I thought of Lions-Packers. I really, really did. They would have been in my top 3 in most other weeks. But Chiefs-Chargers, when it comes to the Lions and Packers, we roughly know what these teams are going to be. With Chiefs and Chargers, there's a lot of talk about the Chiefs potentially regressing this year. So how are they going to look? Does Kelce still have something in him, or is he fully washed? And are the Chargers ready to step up to the plate? It's a neutral site game. Are they ready to step up to the plate and finally beat the Chiefs? Can they, even if it's for 1 week, establish first place in the West? I can't wait for this game. Mahomes versus Herbert is always a classic. Honorable mention is definitely Lions-Packers. Texans-Rams is a good one as well for that week. Niners-Seattle, like I said. I'm not putting Eagles-Dallas. I'm just not. But to me, these are the top 3 for week 1. Week 2, Eagles versus Chiefs. Number 1 needs no explanation. Reigning, defending Super Bowl champions Philadelphia Eagles visiting the reigning defending AFC champions at Arrowhead. Super Bowl matchup. Hurts versus Mahomes. It's America's game of the week, I believe. Hurts versus Mahomes. The 2 teams that have most recently won Super Bowls. The 2 teams that have played each other in the Super Bowl twice. 2 of the top 4 teams in the league. This is going to be a fire game. I will be watching that game very closely, and especially because the Rams play earlier in the day, so I'm going to get to lock in on this game right here. I can't wait for it. Then Lions. I'm sorry, bro. That's fucked up. That's funny. Lions Bears. Benjamin, as some Lions fans like to call him, Benedict Arnold or Benedict Johnson, whatever you guys call him. Lions Bears. Ben Johnson's first game against Detroit. Oh shit, I got the home and away team wrong. It should be Bears versus Lions. My bad. It's in Detroit, not in Chicago. I got that mixed up. That is diabolical. That is Osama Ben Johnson, good one. Yes, I got the order mixed up. I'm sorry. But still, the point stands. Ben Johnson visiting Detroit for the first time. Ben Johnson visiting, as Anakin would say, as Anakin would say, the Bears visiting the D for the first time. Might get Anakin a little excited with that statement. I might have to rein myself in a bit. But Lions Bears, I can't wait for it. It's a shame the Rams and Titans is happening at the same time. But you know what? I'm going to have Rams Titans on the main TV, and I'm going to have Bears Lions on my laptop right next to me. I cannot wait for that game. Cannot wait. Lions, Bears, Goff versus Caleb Williams. Narratives colliding on crunch time sports. Nothing better. Nothing says Detroit quite like it. Yeah, narratives colliding. It's going to be special. And Detroit's going to be a madhouse. An absolute madhouse. Some of you Lions fans may be annoying, but I got to give it to you. That home field advantage. It's going to be a madhouse. And we got 11 viewers in here. Let's fucking go. And then number 3, Commanders, Packers. Packers, I think, are going to be coming off a loss to the Detroit Lions. And they're going to be back into a bit of a... They're going to be on the ropes a little bit. They can't be starting 0-2. And we got JD5. JD versus J-Lo in Lambeau. 2 potential NFC playoff teams. I like this matchup. And it's on prime time. I can't focus with this chat. This is an exciting game. I'm excited to watch. Daniels versus Jordan Love. 2 quarterbacks that I'm fond of. I like both of them. They should. They should. AKA Jordan Favre. Facts. And you know what? Like Coach said, I forgot to say at the beginning, like the stream right now, or else the Chicago Bears will beat the Detroit Lions in week 2. Okay? Like the stream or else. Yeah, like the stream. Like the stream. Get us to 10 likes. There's 12 of you in here, apparently. 10 likes. This is... Man. Poor Anakin. Commanders, Packers. Give me a fun game in Lambeau. Can't wait for it. Honorable mentions. Buccaneers, Texans. Give me a fun game. Baker Mayfield. See, now they're not going to like the stream, the Dull Spoon, because they would want the Rams to go 0-17. Because if they do, I'm going to come on here and probably headbutt the camera. So we can't be saying that. Like the stream, or Wheezy Davenport is going to Alex Smith you in your sleep. Yeah. We'll let that one marinate. What is Wheezy's deal with Davenport? Davenport must have some dirt on him. And didn't he literally said you guys should have traded for Bryce Young. Like, what the fuck? Not gonna, whatever. Oh my God, what are we doing? Jesus Christ. That's Jesus. You've got it down, brother. Hey, he knows what he's doing over here. At least I will get Lenore Sellers. Actually. Like the streamer Zach Wilson will take your wife. Yeah. Hey, man. We can thank Anakin for this chat being freaky as hell. Jesus Christ. I can't do this. I actually can't do this. See, the funny thing is, part of my plan for these streams was to take content from the streams and put them into my YouTube videos. I can't clip this and put it onto YouTube. I can't do it. Not with this. Man, this chat's goated. This chat is goated. Does she have a strap on? Like the stream where Javon Kinlaw gets traded to your team for first round picks and some lemon pepper fries. That sounds bad. All right. Let's move on. Week 3. Yeah, I know. I could. You just edit around your reactions. Yeah. I could do that. But on like StreamYard, you can clip. Yeah, I don't know how to edit bits out on StreamYard. I don't know how to do that. I might have to learn how to do that. Unless you want 10 million A. I might have to put a bit in the title that says top 3 most intriguing games of every week of the NFL season. Freaky edition. That'll pull some views. All right. I'll try to do that. Does your computer have an editing app software? I don't think it does. I'll have to check. I don't know if it does. What are some good editing apps? I don't think it does. Okay. So, let's get on to this. Week 3. It's got to be Rams versus Philly. Anakin edition? Yeah, I'll do that. Rams versus Eagles. It's the rematch of the divisional round that the Rams were oh so close to beating the Eagles. The closest team to beating the Eagles in the playoffs. I'm not trying to say that we deserve a trophy for that, but what I am saying is that it is an intriguing matchup. I use everyone Microsoft. Okay, I'll look into that, Malik. I appreciate it. Adobe Premiere Pro. Okay, cool. Appreciate you guys. Okay. Rams Philly. I want to see how close the Rams are to the class of the NFC. I want to see this. Still don't know why the hell it's at 10 a.m. over here, but whatever. Very intriguing. Hopefully Devontae doesn't go to Guantanamo Bay. Puka Nacua is taking care of Guantanamo Bay. Puka's taking care of that. Guantanamo Bay does not want to see Puka Nacua. All right. Hopefully, the Rams prove in this game that they can compete with the best. And to Doughboy Steve's point, they gave him hell in the playoffs. Let's see what it looks like here. I think there's a good chance the Rams win this game. Can't wait to see it. Lions versus Ravens, Monday Night Football. Two of the most electric offenses in the NFL going head-to-head. Can the Detroit Lions crack the code on how to corral Lamar Jackson? The only two teams in the NFC who have beaten Lamar Jackson since he came into the league are the Eagles and the Giants. Don't know how the hell the Giants did that. I think Lamar just shit the bed. But can the Lions do what Philly did last year and limit this Ravens offense that is going to be electric? You know, you got two of the most high-powered offenses in the league, two potential one-seed candidates in their respective conferences. This is going to be a fun game to watch. And then it was tough to pick a third one because week 3 is kind of dookie. You got Dolphins, Bills. Bills are going to whoop them. You got Texans, Jags, Colts, Titans, Raiders, Commanders. Packers, Browns. Broncos, Chargers could have been here. That could have been a candidate. But I think Bengals and Vikings is interesting. Oh, my God. Hey, yo. Yeah, that's sound advice, Doughboy. Okay, shock. Okay, I will take that. I'll take that into consideration. I was about to put in the chat on Crunch Time. I was gonna say, "Hey, Anakin, let us know what gender your kid is," but I felt nice. I felt, this could get demonetized. I'm not making any money off this anyway. It doesn't fucking matter. But, okay. See, I was worried that this was going to be a bit of a shorter show. You guys are making sure that this show is going on. Oh, trust me, I have. Trust me, I have. Specifically from Anakin himself. When even yesterday, I don't know if I should share this, but he said that you know what? Should I spare Anakin or should I spill the tea? Oh no, the show has to go on quite a while. Yeah. It probably will go on quite a while at this rate. We all have. I've heard Adam Beydoun say that Booner likes to lead from the front so he can take it in the back. Spare the rod, spoil the child. Spill the tea on the desk. YouTube could age restrict it. See, I'm not the one saying it. I'm not really reading all these comments. But if they, whatever. Listen, if they do, it's not your fault. Well, actually, no, I said it's not. I meant it's not my fault because I'm not the one saying this. I blame Anakin for this. It's all because you can't stop talking about how you're going to prom to get laid. Spill the tea. Okay, Anakin, and I'm gonna say this differently. Anakin said he wanted his, as Motor City said, noodle to get baptized. I think. Listen, I respect the excitement. You're not holding back, you know. Okay, you know, I respect the excitement, but this is the type of shit you gotta keep to yourself. You ain't. Yeah, it's not gonna get age restricted from chat. Yeah, I won't. Um, yeah, this is the type of stuff, Anakin. You got to keep that to yourself. We're in a sports show, and you're talking about having your wiener get baptized. Take it from me. I'm only like a few months older than you, but still, just you know, keep that to yourself. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Oversharing, and hey, get better. All right, hey, make the halftime adjustments, Anakin. Make the halftime adjustments. Okay, get on the whiteboard, draw out the game plan, and come out in the second half and fix it. All right. We'll see, Anakin. Okay. Where the fuck was I even at? I think I was talking about Bengals Vikings, wasn't I? Oh my god. I was about to say something a little wild there. I'll hold back. Where was I at? Bengals Vikings. This show is off the. Yeah. This is we're officially in the deep end, people. We're in the deep end. I'm not gonna put that on the screen. Jesus Christ. Okay. Well, this is Anakin just wants to move on. Fucking degenerates. All right, this show's already almost gone on for half an hour, and we're fucking 3 weeks into 18. This show could go on until midnight. And I mean, at midnight on the West Coast. What you know about rolling down in the day? Hey, fire song, by the way. Fire song. Okay, Bengals Vikings. Back to football. The Bengals. I think this is an interesting game simply because can the Bengals prove that they can actually beat a good team in like early in the season? And can JJ McCarthy go toe to toe with a guy like Joe Burrow? It's interesting. It's interesting. Bengals could be 2-0 in this point because they're facing the Browns and Jags, or they could be the Bengals and somehow start 0-2 again, which means that this game could be very important. So I think this is an intriguing game. Broncos Chargers had a case. Cardinals Niners had a case. But I'm going Bengals Vikings. Oh shit! I forgot number 3 for week 4. Damn it! I couldn't pick one, so I moved on, and then I forgot to go back and check it. I'll let the chat pick for the number 3 of week 4, but number 1 is Ravens Chiefs. They might, yeah, that could be nasty. Bengals, yeah, week 10 and on, Bengals, best team of all time. That's the problem, though. All right, Ravens Chiefs. You know a week is kind of light when I'm pulling out Bengals Broncos as the second most intriguing game. But Ravens Chiefs, Lamar Mahomes, probably going to be on CBS. You got Jim Nantz and Tony Romo on the call. Lamar versus Mahomes, it's always great. Lamar in Arrowhead. Lamar versus Mahomes, the two-time MVPs. This game could potentially mean a lot for tiebreakers as well. So I'm excited for this one. Bengals, Broncos. Can the Bengals, this was a very close game last year, one of the classics of last year. And this is intriguing because I think both these teams are going to be wild card teams. And I think that these two teams probably are going to be the 6, they're going to be fighting for the 7 seed. or 6 or 7 seed. So this game could determine who makes it and who doesn't, in my opinion. Whoever wins this game could get the tiebreaker, and the loser could potentially lose out in the playoffs because of the tiebreaker. So that's why I think this is intriguing. And for number 3, the candidates are, you ready for this? Murderous row. Seahawks, Cardinals, Vikings, Steelers, Commanders, Falcons. You know what? I might do Commanders, Falcons because JD versus Penix. Chargers, Giants, Eagles, Bucks is intriguing. We'll go either Commanders, Falcons, or Eagles, Bucks for number 3. And also Bengals, Broncos is Monday Night Football, so that'll be fun. Week 5. A little bias here, Niners, Rams. There's not really any other big-time divisional matchups here. So I'm going with one of the bigger rivalries in all of the NFL, Niners, Rams. I think both teams, Commanders, Falcons, Eagles, Bucks. Okay. So, yeah, those two are kind of tied for third there. But Niners, Rams, I think both teams are probably going to be around 3-1 at this point in the season. Winner of this game takes the lead in the West, potentially. First Brock Purdy game of him making that much money against the Rams. So that should be fun. We get to watch Jared Verse terrorize Brock Purdy. And Niners, Rams is always intriguing. So I love this game. Commanders, Chargers. I like this game a lot. Daniels versus Herbert. That's the quarterback matchup. Both teams are going to be potentially playoff teams. There's not really, this is good self. See, Anakin, you need to learn from Malik here. This is good self-control. Okay, that's what you got to learn. And I think he's not here, so that's fucking great. But Commanders, Chargers, JD versus JH. Winner of this, maybe takes the unofficial crown for like the 5th or 6th best QB in football. You know, who knows? But I think this is going to be interesting. And then Lions, Bengals. This has an argument for number 2 just because it's going to be an absolute shootout of a game. The Lions are going to run up and down the field against this Bengals defense. And the Bengals offense is going to put up points no matter what. So this is just going to be piss missiles flying everywhere. Goff and Burrow duking out. 2 of the best pocket passers in the league. This screams 34-31 type of game. I can't wait to watch. Then week 6. Ooh, we got some good games here. We got some good games on week 6. Lions versus Chiefs. And shout out to Doughboy Steve. Shout out class of 84. My man. I agree with that, Malik. Lions, Chiefs on Monday Night Football, I believe. Is it Monday night or Sunday night? Sunday night. It's going to be an exciting game. Going to be a very exciting game. Lions versus Chiefs. 2 of the top teams in each conference. Can Jared Goff extend his undefeated streak against Mahomes? Can the Campbell head narrative come to life? And how do each of these teams fare against a Super Bowl contender from the opposite conference? But number 2, this honestly has an argument for number 1. And I think maybe it could be number 1. Bears, Commanders. The Hail Mary rematch. Caleb versus Jaden Daniels. More narratives colliding. Once again, NFL Twitter is going to be on fire in this game. I wish I had this at number 1 now. You know, the Commanders fans aren't the happiest with Mr. Ben Johnson. So this is going to be really good. The Celtics are gone. It's Knicks Pacers in the Eastern Conference Finals. Wow. Screw patty cakes. Yeah, screw patty cakes. Fuck the Chiefs. But I can't wait for this Bears Commanders game, man. Cannot wait. And then Rams Ravens. It's another intriguing AFC versus NFC matchup. Again, can the Rams, do they have the ability to stop a mobile quarterback? We didn't last year. We let Jalen Hurts and Josh Allen run all over us. This is going to be a fun game. Stafford versus Lamar. Puka and Henry out there making plays. 2 of the probably most improved defenses in the league, I'd say. I can't wait. Week 7. This was a tough one. And I know you're going to be thinking, what the hell is number 3? Hang in there. I've got a good reason for number 3. You know what? I'll just get number 3 right off the bat anyway. Patriots Titans, eh? Mike Vrabel back at Tennessee. Mike Vrabel revenge game. And also we got Drake May versus Cam Ward, future of the league. 2 of the future superstars duking it out. We're going to look back at this game in 10 years and think, that was Drake May and Cam Ward's first matchup. And it's a Mike Vrabel revenge game. I like this matchup. But then number 2, Lions Buccaneers, Monday Night Football. Bucs beat the Lions last year. So the Lions are going to be looking for some get back. And it's just 2 of the best offenses in the league. And yes, the Patriots will win that game, I think. Again, 2 of the best offenses in the league duking out. 2 former number 1 overall picks duking out. This game's always going to be fun. And then Eagles-Vikings number 1. Because I think this is the big litmus test for J.J. McCarthy. How do you look against the Eagles defense? 2026 MVPs on the cards, Malik. Drake May is going to be a problem for a long time. They're going to challenge the Bills for that division in the next few years. But Eagles-Vikings. No, dude. We had finally gotten past this. Anakin. Oh, man. But anyways, Eagles-Vikings, can't wait to watch. 2 of the better teams in the NFC. What can the Vikings defense do against this electric Eagles offense, and how does JJ look against the Eagles defense? A lot of questions in that game. Week 8, Commanders versus Chiefs, Monday Night Football. Jaden Daniels going to Arrowhead for the first time. This game's putting butts in seats. This game's putting butts in seats, plain and simple. It's not one of those stupid Monday doubleheaders. So we got to just fully focus on this game. I'm looking forward to it. JD versus Mahomes. Old face versus potentially the new face. I like this game a lot. We'll see how the Commanders hold up against the Chiefs. Vikings, Chargers. There's not much of a storyline here. It's only this high because there's not really that many interesting games in week number 8. But hey, these are going to be potentially 2 wildcard teams in each conference. And that's about the only reason why that one's on there. And the Houston Texans versus the Niners. Again, really not many other games in week 8. Unless you're interested in Bears-Ravens, maybe. Unless you're interested in the Browns and Patriots, the Bucs, Saints, Eagles, Giants, Titans, Colts, Cowboys, Broncos, Packers, Steelers. I truthfully didn't know what else to put on there. So I put Niners, Texans. How will the Niners offensive line cope against the Texans defensive line? And same vice versa. So week 8's a little, the Lions and Rams are both not playing. That's both of their buys. It's falling apart. There's no party without the Lions or Rams. But week 9, the Lions are back, but they're not number 1. It's Chiefs-Bills. It's Mahomes versus Allen. In my opinion, the 2 best QBs in the league. This is always going to get hella ratings, hella eyes. It's going to be probably on CBS. It's the 1:25 time slot. And the 2 other games are Saints-Rams, Jags-Raiders. I love my Rams. I'm probably going to be paying attention to Chiefs-Bills a bit more, personally, than Rams-Saints, because I know we're going to kick the shit out of the Saints. But Chiefs-Bills, that doesn't need any explanation. Vikings-Lions. JJ's first time back in Michigan since he left college. Divisional game. I think these 2 teams are going to be close in win total. So these divisional games are very, very important. And I'm excited to see. I'm going to be sitting down watching that one very closely to see how that one goes. And then Broncos-Texans. This is the litmus test of the Texans offense. To be like, okay, can they mess with the best defenses in the league? Because that offensive line got cooked last year, and the Broncos defensive line had the most sacks in the league last year. So this is a good litmus test for both teams. And vice versa, how will Bo Nix and the Broncos offense look against one of the best defenses in the league? I'm interested in that matchup. Week 10, Lions, Commanders. Not much more to be said. The playoff rematch. of the divisional round. Lions looking for revenge. Jaden Daniels, Jared Goff, Dan Quinn, Dan Campbell, two of the most aggressive teams in the league, two of the most electrifying offenses in the league. This game sells itself. Can't wait to watch that game. But Rams-Niners is on at the same time. So that's going to be an electric 125 window. Rams-Niners. If the Rams can sweep the Niners, that locks up the NFC West. And Rams-Niners is just always an intriguing matchup. No matter what. I can't wait for it. And then Eagles-Packers. Texans somehow going 7-10, but still, yeah, that AFC South is shit, for lack of a better term. Eagles-Packers, big, similarly to the Vikings and JJ. This is a big, Pacific time, yes, 4:25 your time. Eagles-Packers, kind of like it is with the Vikings. Same with the Packers, a litmus test. Jordan Love, how are you looking against the best defenses in the league? This defense gave you hell in the playoffs last year. Are the Packers contenders? Have they taken the next step, or are they just where they were last year? We get that answer in this game against Philly. Week 11, another Lions game. It's Lions-Eagles. We get to see what potentially would have happened had the Lions been healthy last year. Amon-Ra's been talking that talk. He wants the Eagles. He's getting the Eagles. Let's see it. All right. This is huge for seeding as well. The winner of this game could potentially be the number 1 seed. Arguably the two best teams in the NFC last year, duking it out. Could potentially be the two best teams in the NFC this year, duking it out on Sunday Night Football. I can't wait to watch it. Chiefs-Broncos. I like this game. And I like all of the Chiefs-Chargers, Chiefs-Broncos games because I think this division is going to be razor close. So I think these games could determine a lot of tiebreakers. So this is going to be a big game. Bo Nix, can he go toe-to-toe with the best of them? We'll see in this game. And Niners-Cardinals. This game is interesting for a couple of reasons. Number one, I think these two are going to be duking out for second place all year in the NFC West. So this game could, again, be meaningful for tiebreakers. But the reason this game is so intriguing, and the reason this game might even have a case for number one, is that this is around the time, Week 11, where the new Call of Duty comes out. And we all know how Kyler Murray tends to play when the new Call of Duty comes out. So this is a Kyler Murray show-me game. Can he still lock in from Week 11 onwards? From Week 11 onwards last year, he was 2-5, had 9 tutties and 8 picks, and 4 of those touchdowns came in a meaningless game against the 49ers. He was playing like ass. Week 11 onwards, what am I getting out of Kyler Murray? What am I getting when Call of Duty drops? Can Kyler Murray beat the allegations? That's why this is an intriguing game. All right, Week 12. Vikings-Packers, NFC North matchup. Again, potential seeding here. I think these are going to be the second and third best teams in the NFC North. Who exactly is the second best team in this division? Is it Vikings? Is it Packers? Bills-Texans, two of the better teams in the AFC. And again, a good litmus test for the Texans. This game was a very close game last year. So can Josh Allen erase the memory of 9 for 26 or something like that? 9 for 30 in that game last year. Can he erase that memory? And how did the Texans fare against the best of the AFC? And then Bucs-Rams, Baker Mayfield returning back home to SoFi, where he became a Rams legend after that Raiders game, where he had that 96-yard touchdown drive. Oh, man. That was a great moment. We get to see Baker back in LA. And it's two of the better offenses in the league duking it out, in my opinion. So I'm excited for those 3 games. Week 13, couple Thanksgiving games. Bengals, Ravens. This does not need any explanation. Burrow versus Lamar. These two gave us 2 of the all-time classic quarterback duels last year. And Week 13 is around when the Bengals start getting nasty. This is when they really start cooking. AFC North title potentially on the line in these 2 games. This game is 38-35, 42-41 written all over it. It's going to be a banger. It's on Thanksgiving night. I cannot wait. And then Packers-Lions is always, it is the best divisional matchup in the league, up there, really. Packers have proven themselves to be very soft. That rule proposal to change the tush push was very soft, in fact. But Packers-Lions, this is also on Thanksgiving, so it's a standalone game. Can the Packers, can they end this, the Lions? In terms of the last 3 years, they've had their number. Can the Packers get over the hump against the Detroit Lions? And it's on Thanksgiving. And last time the Packers and Lions played on Thanksgiving, the Lions dropped a bit of a dud. So we'll see how this one goes. And then Vikings Seahawks needs no explanation. JJ versus Darnold. Darnold playing the Vikings again. All right, this is going to be interesting. Did the Vikings make the right decision by keeping JJ? Or should they have rolled with Sam Darnold? That's going to be an interesting one. Again, NFL Twitter going to eat it up. And it would be funny if JJ whooped Sam Darnold's ass, and it would be funny vice versa if Sam Darnold came in there and nuked the Vikings. Can't wait for that one. Week 14, Bengals, Bills. The Bengals have a 3-week stretch where they're playing the Ravens, Bills, and then the Ravens again. My goodness, we're getting some games here. Lamar, Allen, then Lamar again. Bengals, Bills, Burrow, Allen. Joe Burrow 2-0 against Josh Allen. This game is going to be in Buffalo. America's game of the week. 2 of the best QBs in the league. Could be a big game for the Bengals in order to keep pace in the AFC because I think they're going to be down by a bit here. I think they'll be around 6-6, 6-7 at this point. So this is going to be a big game for them. Texans-Chiefs, rematch of the divisional. How much have the Texans closed that gap? And similarly to the Bills game that they have, how do they stack up against defensive lines that have Chris Jones, Karlaftis, and Omar Norman Lott, the recently drafted defensive tackle? Then Eagles-Chargers. I think this one is a primetime game, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Monday Night Football. Eagles-Chargers. That'll be a fun one. Jalen Hurts versus Justin Herbert. The it factor versus the if factor. Again, NFL Twitter, the NFL social media world, the quarterback narratives in this game are going to be on fire. Hurts versus Herbert. Like I said, the it factor versus the if factor. I can't wait for this game. It's going to be fun. And can the Chargers really mess with the best defense in the league? We'll see. Week 15, you know what's number one. Lions-Rams. Needs no introduction. Lions-Rams. Stafford, Goff, 3. The trilogy. It's in LA this time. Can my Rams finally beat those annoying little sons of bitches from Detroit? I hope we can. I can't wait for that game. It's always a fun time. Both of the games that they've played have been cinema, decided by 1 combined point in regulation. Oh, the Rams are due for a win. Somebody time coach walk out for that nonsense. I'm just kidding. Chargers, Chiefs. I think this game could decide the AFC West. Yeah, I'll have to screenshot all these comments and come back to them. All right. But anyways, Chargers, Chiefs could be a division decider because I think the Chargers are going to be good this year. But again, this is, can the Chargers get over the hump against the Chiefs? We got another chance for Herbert to win a big game here. Let's see if he can do it finally. And then Ravens, Bengals again. Needs no explanation. To be honest, Ravens, Bengals should probably be above Chiefs, Chargers. You know what? Ravens, Bengals should absolutely be above Chiefs, Chargers. I don't know what the hell I'm doing with that. Ravens, Bengals should always be up there. You know, Ravens and Bengals are number 2. I don't know what I was thinking there. I don't know why I did that. Ravens, Bengals is number 1. Or number 2, sorry. Again, same as before. Lamar versus Burrow. Bengals playoff hopes could be on the line in this game. So that's always going to be fun. Then week 16, Eagles, Commanders needs no explanation. It's Hurts versus Daniels. Again, a lot of narratives in that game, Hurts versus Daniels. And Commanders at this point will probably need this game to keep pace with the Eagles. I think they're going to be a game or two behind at this point. So this could be huge. This could determine whether the Week 18 game between these two teams means anything. Commanders need that win. Packers, Bears. This is going to be a fun one. Any NFC North matchup is just sick. There's not really Packers and Bears aren't really not a huge rivalry. I don't think they're as going to be heated of rivalry as Eagles Commanders. But this is still okay. Bears late in the season. How good are the Bears looking? Toyota-thon is going to be in full swing at this point for Jordan Love. So there's no excuse. When Toyota-thon Jordan Love is the best QB in the history of the league. This game could, dictate a lot in the North down the stretch. And then Patriots-Ravens, this is just interesting for my personal narrative and nothing more. I think the Patriots are going to be really good. And in this game, we figure out really how good they are. Can they mess with the best of the AFC? How are they there yet, or do they need another year? Can Drake May go toe-to-toe with Lamar Jackson, or is he, a year away? We find out in Week 16. Week 17, oh my, Eagles, Bills, what a game. I think this is going to be potentially the top 2 seeds. I mean, as of late, it's not much of a rivalry because the Packers just whoop the Bears' fucking ass every time they play them. In terms of classic rivalries, yes. But as of right now, it needs some juice. You know what I mean? Eagles, Bills, potentially the number 1 seed in each conference, potentially a Super Bowl preview here. And it's going to be late in the season. It's going to be freezing cold in Buffalo. It's going to be America's game of the week. Josh Allen, Jalen Hurts. I'm excited to watch that game. Hopefully the Rams aren't playing at the same time. No, they're playing on Monday. So I'll get to fully sit down and enjoy that game. Can't wait for it. Lions, Vikings, Christmas Day. Could be big for the division. Standalone game. Lions, Vikings. Can Kevin O'Connell get that monkey off his back and finally start beating Dan Campbell? How is JJ looking at this point in the season? I think this is going to be the point in the season where the Vikings are at their strongest. At their strongest, can they get there? Can they beat the Lions? They haven't in a long time. So we'll see if they can do it. And then Broncos, Chiefs. Again, this could be a massive game in terms of the AFC West standings. Bo Nix going into Arrowhead. It just same as Lions, Vikings. Another divisional matchup. Could be big for the Broncos' playoff hopes. And then finally, Week 18. This is all dependent on how much these games really matter in terms of seeding. I think the bottom 2 will. But if Commanders, Eagles, let's say the Commanders are 11-5 with a win over Philly, and then the Eagles are 12-4. This game to decide the division, they would have to flex that to Sunday night. My goodness, what a game that would be. Daniels versus Hurts for the second time for the division. That's the hope. That's why it's at number 1. That would be, cinema. They played in the NFC Championship last year. Eagles whooped their ass. Let's see how much closer the Commanders have gotten. Let's see if they've closed that gap. JJ will have already been replaced by Hendon Hooker. JJ has no arm talent. I think he's got some arm talent. He's not, he's not up there, but he's got a decent arm. He's Bo Nix. He's a Bo Nix. And then Chargers, Broncos. This game might honestly decide second place in the AFC West. It sells itself there. Jim Harbaugh, Sean Payton duking out for potentially second place. I think I just skipped over Packers, Vikings as well. Same thing with Packers, Vikings. The JJ talk distracted me, so I had already assumed that we had talked about that, but I didn't. Packers, Vikings, I think this could determine second place in the division as well. So Packers, Vikings, and Chargers, Broncos will probably determine second place in those respective divisions. That's why those teams are on this list. So what do you guys think? Did I cover most of the intriguing games? Are there any games I missed that you guys think are intriguing? What do you think? He could be a handoff merchant. That is to be determined. That is to be determined. What do y'all think? Appreciate you, Xavier D. You're the man, as always. Yeah. Pretty good. All right, we'll do a So I have a question for all you guys about the channel, because obviously it's gonna get to the point where it's pretty hard to find topics to talk about. You know, that is facts. Like I'm not even a JJ guy. I'm just intrigued. I'm not gonna lie. As an outsider, I'm intrigued by the NFC North this year. I'm excited to watch it. I think it's gonna be really fun. Hey, no, hey, it's fine. You made the show. All right. I want to ask you guys something, because obviously the topics are a little dry right now. I've been thinking of at some point doing like all 22 film reviews for certain players. I mean, you could just sit here and go through film, and I could, break it down. We could chit chat about the film. What do you guys think of that? And if you do like that idea, which players would you like to see me cover on the all 22? I'm mainly thinking of doing quarterback reviews. So it could be like a specific game. See, I don't know. I don't have college film study. I might have to there's a thing we can buy. I can buy for college. All 22. I might have to do that for Lenore Sellers. I might have to do that. But just NFL, college, JJ, I'll watch the JJ preseason film. We'll cover that. But I've been thinking at some point in the future doing all 22. Don't know how I'd do it because the Wi-Fi runs a bit weird and that makes it laggy. Javon Kinlaw. We might have to do Javon Kinlaw filming. I'll invite Lucas to the show. Alan Lazard film. Whatever I do is going to be good. Okay. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, Coach. Yeah, that'll be good. I want to go over Brian Branch film. I love Brian Branch. Gio Manu film. Morris Norris, the man himself. Okay. So we have another week in the books. How was the content this week? You liking the content? I always want to make sure I'm getting constructive feedback from you guys. Amon Ra, we'll break down Amon Ra. I did move Amon Ra up to elite in the wide receiver tiers. You could do anything, but he even shows just about the greatest sports film. Hey, yeah, I might have to get creative with it. The ball did not lie. The ball's never lied. People also love the trivia. I might have to bring the trivia back. Great show. Appreciate you, Doughboy Steve. Keep the JJ slander up. I might have to do some more trivia. All right, we'll do a quick mail. Oh, Kahoot. Oh, I could do a Kahoot. All kidding aside, Anakin got fun at prom and good luck. Yeah, there we go. Hey, there we go. Nice. I might have to set up a Kahoot for you guys. That'll be fun. We got any mailbag questions? If not, I will get out of here. I'm excited for this season. I'm excited to actually break down like matchups and games. And don't drink the spiked Kool-Aid. I know. I wish I could relate. I still take the under. What over-under? Like how long he lasts? We should set the over-under on how long he lasts. What should the over-under? If the Chiefs are a 7 seed and still make the AFC title game, it wouldn't surprise me because they're the Chiefs. I don't know if he does. Jesus, man. 10 minutes. Okay, over under 10 minutes. JJ benefit from Harbaugh. I mean, he's in such an advantageous position to where if he can't play well, he sucks. Like if you can't play well in that Vikings offense, you suck. He's got everything around him. 0.5 seconds. That's a good line. Bet the under. Oh my god, This is so funny that this is the topic. And he won't get it off his fitted trousers. This chat's the best, man. This chat's goated. This chat's goated. Can't believe 9 people are watching me 3 days a week. What the hell's going on? JJ's such a wild card. Yeah, that's a fact. Hey, sound advice. Sound advice. That's funny. What a show. What a show, huh? Any more mailbag questions before he even gets on the trousers? Hey, don't have a wet dream, Anakin. Don't have a wet dream. Don't have a wet dream, Anakin. Keep it together. Hey, yo. He's talking about JJ, and we're talking. Hey, you're a wild card, Anakin. You're a wild card. That's who's a wild card. Clean out the pipes. What does that mean? What does that mean? When does Rams training camp start? End of July, I think. Mid-July, end of July. You need a battle cry. Hey, I trust Xavier's advice. Oh. Gotta give it a klotzy bark. Look yourself in the mirror. Give yourself a slap in the face. You go, oh. Look in the mirror and tell yourself, I'm him. Fire a shot before you go in the shooting range. Yeah. Gotcha. That's a fire analogy. Amen. You guys are the goats, man. Every single one of you guys. Can we confirm or deny Anakin? Can we confirm or deny? Gladson is dog mentality. Can you confirm or deny? Do you confirm or do you deny? Anakin, you're on the clock. You're on the stand. I almost said you're on the cock to play along with Coach's joke, but well, I guess I did just say it. So that there you go. That's not the question, Anakin. We know it's your first time. You've made it very clear. Don't worry about that. This right here, after the ellipse, is that what it's called? The double period. After the 2 periods, the ellipse. I have it on good authority. It's not her first time. He's calling this into question, Anakin. That's the key. Anakin says it is. Okay, there we go. This is funny. Dude, Monday could be an interesting day in the Crunch Time chat. And in the Ball Don't Lie chat, because I'm live on Monday. So. See, there we go. That's fucking funny. I hate the fact that my wife's been bugging. Didn't you get her? No comment. Anakin will have to ask her. I'm not giving away my secrets over here. In general, okay. The man, the myth, the legend has spoken. Hey, we gotta say, remember dignities. Hey, I think we can agree on one thing. Without Anakin, the chat wouldn't be quite the same. I think we can all agree on that. We can all agree on that. The chat would be boring without Anakin Skywalker. You know? It may be a little less weird, but hey, it wouldn't be the same. Now, whether it would be better or worse, that remains, that's up for debate, but it wouldn't be the same. It wouldn't be the same. Shout out to Anakin. Amen. Amen. I wish I knew how to unblock him. I think I did that once. I think I unblocked. Let me see if I can help you out, coach. Hang on. Let me go to my YouTube. Oh, nope. Settings. Oh man. Trying to figure it out. It's on your phone. I don't know how to look at it from the phone. You're going to bed. This is your last sleep as a virgin. This is history in the making here. Don't blow it, Anakin. And by blow it, I don't mean that kind of blow it. I mean, don't choke. ABC's Anakin. Poor Annie. I don't know. God bless Anakin. Let me see. How blurry is the screen, guys? Is it blurry? Because it says the Wi-Fi is a little trippy. Let me look up how. Wah, wah, wah. There we go. Okay. Should we just like stay on, or we'll stay on for an extra 5 or so minutes? Why not? It looks a little. Okay, whatever. That bugs me that it's blurry, but whatever. I'm looking up how to unblock. He'll probably tell us that he did. See, that's the problem. I don't trust him. He had a pick six, and it was 44-3. The game was 44-3, and Anakin had a pick six, and he was on the team that scored 3 points. I don't trust that little fucker, man. I don't trust that little fucker. Oh God. Unfortunate. Okay. My Wi-Fi is always spot on before I come on. And then when I get on, it says, connection is unstable. I'm trying to help you out, coach. Google account settings. Hey, yo. Hey, yo. Ugh. Nope, not there. Oh, come Come on, man. Should be a lot easier. Should be a lot easier to access things. Access settings on your phone. I'll try to look up how to do that. Oh, I think I got it. Okay. Coach Walk, I think I've cracked the code. Okay. So Coach Walk, you're on YouTube on your phone, correct? If you're on your phone, go to the bottom right button. The Wi-Fi seriously is not okay. It's good to know. The Wi-Fi or the bottom right thing at the bottom that says you, and it goes to your account. You click these settings. I don't know if it's the same on your phone, but you click settings in the top right, and then you go to privacy, and then blocked contacts, and it should be there. That's what I've done. Settings, privacy, and then blocked contacts should be there. That's what it is on my phone on YouTube. And then it should show all the people you've blocked. Hopefully that works. Okay, we got any more questions? Any more players you'd like to see on all 20? Uh-oh. If not, I will get out of here. Shout out to you guys for staying up so late as usual. Xavier's time zone's fine. But the rest of you, shout out. My goodness, the Wi-Fi is going weird now. I don't know. You might have to. So if you do, remember settings, then scroll down to privacy, and then blocked contacts. So settings, it's the little button in the top right. Settings. Once you go to the bottom right, you're in the home page. You click bottom right to go to your channel. Top right button, settings, then privacy, blocked contacts. Fun fact, I actually used to do a podcast. Unfortunately, I had a falling out with my co-host. That's a shame. Hey, Malik, I should invite you on. I should invite you on. I should invite you on. You should get back to making content, bro. You know ball. Man, look at this. Look at this. What's the word? God damn it. Wholesomeness in the chat. Lovely. All right, well, I used to do gaming content. That's dope. All right, well, if you guys don't have any questions, I will get out of here. I'll wait another 30 seconds. This was meant to be a shorter show. It's now gone on super long. So that's fantastic. Fun week. We're racking up the episodes. I'm getting a good amount of viewers for me. It's not letting me, really. Anakin is Ghost Knows. Have a good one, fellas. Keep supporting our boy Facts. It's not letting you, really. Man. Maybe my phone's different to yours then. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure what to do with that. Sorry about that. Okay, we'll revisit this on Monday, next show. But shout out the Dull Spoon, shout out Malik, shout out Xavier D, Doughboy Steve, Coach Walk, Anakin, Shift God, Motor City, every single one of you guys. You guys are the goats. Thanks for another great week. Oh wait, hold on. The only thing that's on the lower right-hand corner is my profile. Upper right-hand corner is settings, right? The only thing on the lower right-hand corner. Yeah, the lower right-hand corner is profile. Top right corner. Once you get in, okay, wait. So this is me. So this is, it might be a little blurry, but I'm in bottom right here now, and this should be It's top left on the screen. It should be top right. That's you go to settings, then privacy. You scroll down, privacy, blocked contacts, and it should pop up here. You got it? Yes. Nice. Cool. Did you guys just realize each other were here? Oh, whatever. That's funny. What's up, Xavier? Look at this. We've created a good community here over the last couple weeks. Appreciate you guys for still watching. All right, well, we figured out, Coach figured out how to unblock someone facts. I was just about to say, great show, great week. I'll see you all on Monday. Have a great weekend. Hope you guys are doing well, and I will see you next week. Love you guys.